The story of how the Ultimate Fighter came to be is a pretty crazy one. The UFC was at a near $40 million loss of profits in 2005. So, the Fertitta brothers talked with Dana White and flirted with the idea of selling the company. However, at the time, Dana was unable to find anyone willing to pay more than $8 million for the UFC. And that's crazy to think about, considering Endeavor would go on to purchase the organization for $4 billion only 11 years after, in 2016. So, after a long night of thinking it through, the Fertitta brothers weren't willing to let the organization they put so much time, effort, and money go at such a massive loss of profits. They decided to take a huge gamble. They knew what they needed were eyes on the organization, and what better way to do that in the mid-2000s than a reality TV show. The Ultimate Fighter basically puts 16 contestants in a house to fight for a chance to earn a UFC contract. Chuck Liddell and Randy Couture coached the first season of The Ultimate Fighter, and to say the cast was legendary is an understatement. You had Stephan Bonnar, Forrest Griffin, Diego Sanchez, Kenny Florian, Josh Koscheck, and Chris Lieben.
For the next 50 days, two legends in the world of mixed martial arts will be instrumental in deciding who wins the UFC contracts.
Now, what made The Ultimate Fighter so special is that there really was nothing like it on television at the time.
My boy Chris just starts getting hammered.
Don't think he's going to settle down and be doing morning prayers or yoga or anything like that.
I'm not going to be drinking. I'm not going to be partying. I came to I'm going to stay focused, have a clear mind and a clear body, clear spirit.
One thing that makes The Ultimate Fighter so awesome to watch is the complete difference in personalities between some of the contestants. Diego Sanchez and Chris Lieben is a perfect example of this in the first season.
A mad man.
Holy fuck, we got a madman on our hands, people.
You're good to go.
You talking about Horn? Who are you talking about?
I think Forrest Griffin might be a madman. Dude just chilling there with a giant hematoma on his arm, laughing like he's the Joker.
This was up, yelling, doing this, doing that, drunk, making a total fool out of himself.
I don't even think we're a day in and Chris Lieben's already fucking wasted out of his mind. This show is awesome.
Hey, right Pokemon, did you shower yet?
I'm going right now.
Chris Lieben decides to urinate on his pillow.
Oh no. Is he coming?
Oh no. Just jump cut to the dude laying in his piss. Oh my god.
Oh!
I mean, I had a plan to try to get everybody drunk, so they'd be hungover today, but it backfired a little bit.
You guys drinking last night?
You guys have anything to drink last night? Meanwhile, they're just sprawled on the fucking canvas like...
Get some bananas, get some Gatorade, something with some potassium in it. Avoid the beer.
That's awesome, dude. The first day of training, he just can't even function. I wonder what Diego Sanchez is up to. Oh, yeah, I like it. Man, you gotta love Diego Sanchez.
He stayed away, he ducked my punches. He didn't even work to pass my guard. He didn't do anything at all. Oh, I'm gonna put him to sleep.
Someone must have got Lieben a Pedialyte or something, because he went from slumped on the canvas, gasping for air, to trying to cut a promo against Josh Koscheck.
Today we were told, you guys are gonna be fighting for free. Yeah.
15 seconds into the round, bang, you split open. You go home for what?
Does anybody here not want to fight?
I wonder what the communication looked like with the UFC and the contestants before the show started filming, because apparently they didn't even know that they were going to be fighting each other on the show.
Did anybody come here thinking that they would not fight?
Some of us thought we weren't going to fight till the finals.
That was my understanding as well.
Do you want to be a fighter? That's the question.
That's why I'm here.
It's not about living in a house. It's about, do you want to be a fighter?
Moments like these are what make Dana White so beloved. The UFC is at a $40 million loss of profits, and they're on the verge of closing. This is their last-ditch effort to save the organization. And now you got all the fighters bitching and complaining on the show because they didn't know they were going to fight. So Dana comes back with this insane speech and fires everyone up.
And only you know that. Anybody who says they don't, I don't want you here. And I'll throw you the out of this gym so fast your head will spin.
You know, the backstory of how the UFC was so close to going under just kind of makes that moment so epic.
Since Bobby lost the challenge, he's got a day to cut weight for the fight. If he can't do it, he'll be sent home.
I'm not gonna kill myself.
Chuck's just like, man, they're not paying me enough to care about how you feel right now.
I got guys that wrestling a college wrestling match. They'll cut their balls off. They'll pass out before they weigh in.
That's why he never made it in the big time. He's got no heart.
This guy has to cut 20 pounds in one day because he lost a challenge. And it doesn't exactly make things easier that Chuck Liddell and Dana White are just roasting him the whole time.
Bobby's cutting about 20 pounds in 24 hours. That's a lot of weight to cut.
20 pounds in 24 hours? That has to be one of the biggest weight cuts I've ever heard of, if I'm going to be honest.
Bobby was very, very mentally weak in the sauna. At one point, Chuck had to hold the door shut.
Sit up, Bobby. Can he make the weight? No.
Bro, the UFC was like torturing people back then. They're like, our company's about to go under. We're fucking trapping you in that sauna. You're not getting out, bro. This is our last chance, and you're gonna fucking save the company.
Hang in there, Bobby.
There's nothing to bitch about. You know you have to cut the weight. You know what you have to weigh in at.
That is awesome. Just cut to a scene of Koscheck dragging him into a freezer like it's a scene from Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
I really didn't think that I could get through it. It was hell. Pure hell.
Well, he made easy work of that, dude. I guess I shouldn't be surprised considering the dude cuts 20 pounds to make weight.
He's my friend. He's the closest guy I have here, and my roommate and training partner, and I'm just gonna miss him.
I'm not sure why Stefan's so upset about it.
Dude, it's so confusing. Like, why is Stefan so sad that his friend just got knocked out on the show? It's like, I just can't comprehend what is wrong with that dude.
Your couture training camp came to an end, buddy.
That's the first complete sentence you've said since you've been here.
To you. Settle in the cage.
You got it. It's done.
Man, if only this guy knew who he was talking to. If only he could have had visions of what he would do to Mickey Gall in the octagon 10 years later.
If you hear some of the nonsense that comes out of his mouth, he sounds like he's punch drunk already. It's probably not going to help matters once I land my hands on him.
This guy talks a pretty good game, so he must at least put up a decent fight, right?
Got it. It's over. It's over.
I don't know what I expected, but wow. Dana White pulling up with the spinning rims is the most 2000s flex ever.
I'm gonna take you guys out tomorrow night.
Oh, get out of here. We all have to drink equally.
You know that they saw Chris Lieben shit-faced in that first episode and they said, we have to get them all drunk now.
We drank a lot, we took a lot of shit.
I know he drank a lot.
And as you can see, that did not take very long to do.
The aliens are coming. Jago, line your side point. Line your side point. I know, line your side point.
What did they honestly think was gonna happen when they gave Diego Sanchez, of all people, alcohol?
Don't f***ing talk shit, you fatherless bastard. Just shut your f***ing mouth.
That's not cool, dude. Come on, man.
Call me
I know what he calls you.
Call me a fatherless bastard, dude. Call me a fatherless bastard. I want to kill him.
Damn, he had to hit him with the fatherless bastard when he's just absolutely drunk out of his mind.
Let's go.
All right, let's go turn the water closer.
Man, you gotta love how much of a troll Koscheck is. He's already seen what a reaction Lieben's given, and now he's like, let's spray him with the water hose, dude. Man, Lieben just going ultra instinct after getting sprayed by a little bit of water, just destroying the whole house. Oh my god.
I went to sleep too, Nate. They started spraying a hose on me. I want to fight him in a cage and solve this.
I don't even know if he's talking about Koscheck at this point or if he's talking about the dude that called him a fatherless bastard, but he clearly wants to fight somebody.
I'm an instigator, and I instigated it. And, when you have a few cocktails, of course, you want to see how far you can push somebody to see what they're going to do next.
Yeah, I don't think most people think that way. I think that's just a Josh Koscheck thing.
Jesus Christ. Let me see. I'd fight with that.
Dude's got a massive gash on his fist, and Liddell's just like, yeah, I'd fight with it. That's awesome.
That first week, pissing in the bed and the whole thing, he was going to be held accountable.
You're talking about a kid that had already gone and pissed on someone's bed. You were leaving fight. Is that right with you?
It's on.
It's the best thing you could have told me.
So they used that little bit of drama between Lieben and Koscheck and set them both to fight each other. Koscheck took down Lieben repeatedly and won the fight by unanimous decision.
It was ruled a unanimous decision for Josh Koscheck.
We all know Josh Koscheck is not going to pass up another opportunity to go mess with Chris Lieben.
Next time, why you gonna hold me on the mat? You didn't hurt me at all.
It's a win. Take your bus ticket home.
I'm not done with you yet, Josh. I'm not done with you yet.
Josh Koscheck is such a troll, dude. I love it.
He's probably one of the toughest kids in here, but mentally he's very weak. And that's something that he's going to need to work on if he really wants to be one of the best fighters in the
I
world.
love how ready and willing Dana is to just shit on anyone every opportunity he gets in this show.
I don't really want a pep talk right now, dude.
Too bad.
Yeah, you did. I talked to you with respect the whole time.
Pep talk. That's not disrespectful?
It isn't disrespectful. Disrespectful would be telling you, get the out of here, Dana.
So this guy basically just lost his fight. Now he's throwing a temper tantrum at Dana because, he's not happy with the results.
So why the are you going to talk to me like that?
I am sorry.
All right, then.
Okay.
All right, can we do this like adults?
Yeah.
Fly off the handle like you're bipolar.
Man, Dana can't go 2 seconds without insulting someone in this season. It's awesome.
I've never been so strict on my diet. I've never been so strict on my yoga. I am not making no mistakes.
Let's go back to Diego Sanchez. Now, this is what the content I'm waiting for.
Basically, Diego asked us to put saran wrap on him after he lubed himself up with all this oil. I guess I felt kind of awkward doing it, but, Diego's out of control.
Even Forrest Griffin, the Joker himself, is behind Diego Sanchez. Like, man, this guy is nuts.
No, it gives me energy. I know that there's a lot of electricity in the clouds and in the storm and energy, and that's what I'm all about. I'm the Zen master.
The Zen master. Dude's literally trying to, channel the clouds and the electricity. Like, man, Diego Sanchez was something else. But honestly, after seeing his dominant performances on the show, I think I might start doing a little research on these Sky Gods.
We had some supplements picked up for us. I dropped them right into my bag. Go upstairs, they're not in my bag, they're missing.
Uh-oh, it's never a good sign when stuff starts going missing.
How the heck do you got 5 beanies, dude? I got those from Richie's box inside his room.
What do you know? He has 5 beanies. 3 guys in the house are missing their beanies.
Hell yeah, dude. I got 5 beanies from Richie's box, dude. Those were essential. I needed those 5 beanies.
Taking those back for the family, guys. That's why I grabbed him in the first place.
Oh, he's not a thief. He's a hero, dude. He was just stealing them for his family. Because his family desperately needed beanies. You know what I mean?
I didn't call you a thief.
No, whoever is. No, because I think Koscheck here was the one who was saying it, weren't you?
Yeah, I said it.
So, hey, I'm just telling you, I don't appreciate that.
Koscheck is awesome. He's just like, yeah, man, you stole them, so, what do you want me to do?
I've always been told it takes a man to admit when he's wrong, and I was wrong. I apologize for this mess that has happened because of my... Yes.
I feel like that had to have been some sort of manufactured drama for the show, because I cannot fathom someone being that stupid that they're gonna go around and if they're gonna steal something, why would they steal beanies? It's the dumbest thing I've ever seen. Forrest Griffin was definitely the most impressive light heavyweight of this season, because he basically ran through all his opponents. After surviving an early onslaught from Lieben, Florian was able to land a clean elbow, causing a cut above Lieben's eye, forcing the doctors to call the fight.
Striking, man. 10 seconds, let's go. Let go of that off the fence. Get your head off the fence. Get your head off the fence. Stop right there. Stop it right there.
Stephan Bonner would go on to secure a first-round armbar finish, moving on to the finals of The Ultimate Fighter.
When you get caught in an armbar by a big, strong guy like Stephan, you have to tap out.
Now that the show is over, that leaves the 4 contestants and the coaches with the job of fighting each other. The title of The Ultimate Fighter and a 6-figure contract with the UFC is on the line for the contestants. For the coaches, the prize is the undisputed light heavyweight championship.
In the first bout, Kenny Florian.
Diego Sanchez. Yeah!
takes on Diego Sanchez.
Florian being punished by Sanchez. Florian Southern, Steve Mazzagatti started the fight. It's all over.
Diego Sanchez absolutely ran through Kenny Florian, and he was the first ever Ultimate Fighter. And then we all know the battle, the historic battle that went on between Forrest Griffin and Stephan Bonnar. The battle that supposedly saved the company. It was an extremely action-packed fight that people all over the world started tuning in to watch. But at the end of the day, Forrest Griffin got his hand raised, and he was the Ultimate Fighter.
There is no loser in this fight, and we're going to offer Stephan Bonnar a 6-figure contract with the UFC.
Now that just left the coaches to fight, and Chuck Liddell would go on to absolutely starch Randy Couture in the first round, securing the light heavyweight championship. And that's basically a recap of the first season of The Ultimate Fighter. It's hilarious, it's crazy, bizarre, but man, that is a fun season to go watch back. If you haven't seen it, I highly recommend watching it. But yeah, I think that's going to do it for today's video, guys. I've been recording all day. If you guys like this video, make sure to like the video, subscribe, all that good stuff. I love making content. I'm going to be putting out a lot more stuff. And if you want to see more seasons of The Ultimate Fighter get covered, let me know down in the comments below. But for now, that's going to be it, and I'll see you guys next time.